Nyingtop.
My name is Pemba Yoko. I'm a Tibetan living in exile, born and raised. In the last few years, Tibetans here and all over the world have been working very hard for the Tibetan movement worldwide. Now last year we saw large amount of protests inside Tibet resisting against the Chinese oppression. They raised their hands in the sky calling for independence. Their aims, their goals are clear. Independence. They are Tibetan. They are not Chinese. They are not an ethnic minority under the Chinese motherland. They are Tibetan inside Tibet. And I am a Tibetan in exile, supporting Tibetans inside Tibet for their independence. I was in Beijing last year at the ethnic minority park, and at that time when I was detained for those 11 hours, and I realized that what I am doing is obviously nothing, and what I'm going through is nothing compared to what the Tibetans are going through inside Tibet. But those 11 hours were very frightening, and because not for myself, but it reminded me of how much pressure the Tibetans are going on inside Tibet. So it's really important for Tibetans in exile to really support the Tibetans inside Tibet. And when I mean support, I don't just mean coming to the March 10th demonstration or coming outside the Chinese embassies to protest once in a while. I mean writing to your MPs, writing to the Tibetan government, writing to people who you know can make a change. The change not only has to come from China, but the change has to come within the Tibetan society itself. The Tibetan people need to motivate themselves. They need to come together to not only, culture and our religion and is very important to keep alive, but at the same time we have to keep alive the history and the politics of Tibet alive within our youth, so that we can really support our Tibetans inside Tibet, and that is very important.